center right.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott, I would say the country is centrist and slow to change by design, conservative by design, in the small c conservative. It doesn't want fast change. So I think that's a personality about our country as well, about the system.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, there are days where I flip-flop on this. Some days, and Caleb, you know me, I like to nerd out in the 18th century. But there are other days where I think, oh my gosh, let's just basically have a parliamentary system and just, let the winners run the country. And then, I tend to think about checks and balances, and I think there's an artistry to our system that is really interesting, but also super frustrating.
It hasn't been scaled correctly.
But it's
not the right size. It's not the right agility. It's not all of those things that couldn't have been anticipated in a world of 13 colonies, right? 50 states, all of the kind of micro regional stuff that really changes a lot from parts of the country to parts of the country. We're highly segregated still. I think, we're not, the scaffolding isn't right.
Dude, fucking John needs.
Well, that's because it's,
So why can't
unfortunately, the system is at a point where it's been figured out. It's been figured out by the powers, by the money that controls a lot of our politics. I mean, think about it, right? When there's presidential elections, they're not campaigning in California because they know California's going to go Democrat, even though there's 38 million people that vote here. They're campaigning in the swing states. That's where the ground game. That's where the emphasis on the politics is, because that's the structure that they figured out is where it's gained. And I think that's bad for America because a lot of voices get sidelined because of those realities. And unless you can win those swing states, you're not going to be president. I mean, Trump won his first term, having less votes. So, that's what we have. And unless we break that system or change it, that's gonna be